Corner for 3 or 4 months where my father used to live a mile north of Martin. We lived there for, short time, 4, 5, 6 months. And then we moved into town and I worked for Coates Well Drilling for a year. And during the winter, Coates Well Drilling had to shut down, so I and Erma come out here and we would saw logs. Go over on the hills and get us some good pine logs, and we sawed logs all winter and hewed them, and that spring we built us a log house. But before we built that log house, I want to share something with you. Right after we got married, my father gave us 9 head of heifers as a wedding gift, and that's how we got started in the ranching business. Right over the hill, down here in the pines, we had what we called a hut. It was a little bitty shack about 10 by 12 dug into the side of a bank, and it had a dirt floor, and that's where we wintered our heifers. We stayed down here and wintered our heifers there, and it was quite alive. I was young, Erma was young, but we enjoyed it. We didn't have to go to dances or anything like that. We just wanted to be out in the open, and we knew someday we were going to get started in the ranching business, and that was the way to begin it. So that's the way we started. And today we have our ranch built up to 4,000 acres, about 2,000 acres. But you know, over the 53 years that I and Erma was married, Erma put a lot of sweat and brow into this ranch. She worked part-time at different places. She was a cook. She was on the council for a while. She worked for American Horse School. She worked for Indian Health Service. She worked for the hospital in Martin. She worked many places. And I took care of the cattle, and that's the way we made it. We were a type that we didn't need anything fancy. As long as we could live from day to day, that's what we wanted. When I first got started, we put up our hay with a horse mower. We put up our hay with an old dump rake. You sit on the seat and you dump it by hand. And that was Erma's job. After our kids got older, she retired and the kids had to sit on that rake and dump it. So that's why they're all so strong today. They all got muscle in their arms because they dump rake all summer long. And that's the way things went for us. But you know, today, after Erma left us, it just isn't the same on the ranch. We just don't have Erma here to, she really done a good job in keeping the family together. She always had the whole family home on Christmas and always had them here on Thanksgiving and Easter. Everybody got together, and now it ain't like that. But we're still a great family, and we still enjoy living out here in the country. Madonna lives here. One of my grandsons live over there. I live over there. Casey lives a half a mile north of here, right on over in the pines over there. So it's kind of a family gathering here. And that's what makes it so nice. We enjoy ourselves. About a year ago, Pete was home, and some of the boys went hunting over the hill over here to the west side. And believe it or not, when they were out there hunting, they run across a mountain lion. We had a mountain lion, didn't even know it. So what Pete done, he worked for the Oglala Sioux Parks and Recreation Authority, so he got them to come out and get the lion. They shot it and put a tag on it and put a radio on it and turned it loose. And according to the information we received back, that mountain lion had about 100-mile radius around here. He was seen 100 miles away, and then he'd be back here and just all over in this area. And finally, I guess one day, he come to a person, an elderly man's place in Kyle, and he was scared of him, so he shot him. But that was really interesting to find out the Newton, Cummings, Martin, South Dakota. Well, I think Jack was really the organizer of the Cummings family after he got older. Every time we needed to organize for a reunion or Decoration Day or anything like that, he was the guy that did it for us. And I know that's where we're going to miss him the most, is being the main organizer for our family.